It's after midnight, so good morning. I am in St. Vincent. I was at the Fantastic Friday show, which is the semi-finals for Calypso Monarch, and I'm just taking time out to chat with Mr. Esworth Roberts. He is the Marketing and Development Officer of CDC, and I just wanted to ask him a bit about the Carnival calendar because every country, every island have their own particular way they do things. So I just wanted to get a breakdown and have you all understand. So once I start covering, you all know what's going on, right? So, Mr. Esworth.
Yes, pleasant please. Present
Thank you.
please, and good morning to you.
Good morning. So, can you introduce yourself to my viewers,
Yeah,
please?
I'm Esworth Roberts. They call me Ezzy, Ezzy Roberts. I'm the Marketing and Development Officer of the Carnival Development Corporation. Currently, I was a board member of the CDC originally, as the coordinator of rural carnivals, and then I became the deputy chairman of the CDC as a board member, and then I resigned from being a board member and accepted a job as the marketing officer of the Carnival Development Corporation. That's my role currently.
Thank you. So, as you know, this is my first time in St. Vincent for the carnival. Well, in St. Vincent and for the carnival. And I just wanted to get an idea of what the events are for the calendar, on the calendar. So, we know that this Fantastic Friday actually kicks off this week and let's say a half of carnival activities. Could you break it down first, please?
Okay, well, currently we are at the venue for Fantastic Friday for our carnival, generally Victoria Park, and the office of the Carnival Development Corporation. We run Vincy Mas. Our office is also located in the same Victoria Park. So I'm here taking any show and doing this at the same time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So basically, in a nutshell, the Carnival Development Corporation, we are responsible for running the cultural element of Carnival. Of course, the promoters are out there and they do their parties and the fêtes and so on. And while the Carnival within the region, they're seeing a trend where it's evolving and the carnivals are changing. A lot of persons travel for Carnival simply to go to fêtes and so on, not so much to attend these cultural events. But we have a mandate as the Carnival Development Corporation to ensure that the sustainability of the festival continues from a cultural standpoint. So although our Calypso semi-finals or Calypso finals may not be profitable, we still have to do it. It's part of our responsibility to ensure that we keep these things alive. So we have tonight, Fantastic Friday. Tomorrow we'll be having Junior Carnival. That's where we have the various mass bands presenting the children's sections and so forth. On Sunday we have Junior Panorama. And there's no event in the park on Monday. On Tuesday.
Okay, hold up. For Junior Panorama, how many bands are competing? And is it
Junior Panorama,
schools?
they have two different categories.
Okay.
You have school bands and you have community bands, but juniors. Okay. I think in both in that category we have 13 bands in jointly. 13 bands in the junior category. And in the senior panorama, which would be on the Thursday, it would be 8 bands. All right.
Okay.
So
good. Thanks.
for junior panorama, and then that's on Tuesday, and on Wednesday we don't have a CDC event in the park, but there's an activity being held here called Uptown Party, which is gonna feature some foreign artists like Kes and so forth. Kes and his band is gonna be here, and so that activity will be held in the park, but it's not a CDC event per se. On Thursday, we'll be having Steel and Glitter. Now, Steel and Glitter, the name came from the content of the show. Steel is the steel orchestra part of it, that's Panorama, and the glitter is the mass side of it. So it's actually mass and pan.
Okay.
The mass side is a competition called sections of the bands. So the different mass band represent each section to be judged for the title of section of the year. Alright, and you have so basically you're gonna have like 14 bands presenting sections on Thursday night along with the Panorama competition. So that's Steel and Glitter. On Friday, we'll be having an event called Evo. It's an all-white party. It's different. It will not be held in the Victoria Park. It's normally held off-site. It's a party type event. People dress up in all white, nicely dressed. It's a stage show. We put live band, various artists performing, and DJs and so forth. Now, the reason it's called Evo is because that event was created with the intention of showing the evolution of Vincy music. So you would find artists on the show who would have been singing 30, 40 years ago. And you would find some artists on the show who just started and within the new ranks, the youths coming up. So it shows the evolution. We always have to blend the old and the young, mature audience. And therefore, that activity attracts a wide cross section of people. Similarly, different age groups attend the activity and the event. It's always well attended and person enjoy that party. So that's Friday night. On Saturday, we have the biggest show, the biggest soca monarch you could think about.
In the Caribbean?
In Trinidad and Tobago, you have a big soca monarch. Numbers. You had a big soca monarch like that. International soca monarch. With foreign artists from different islands participating. In St. Vincent, there's a local soca monarch in terms of the persons participating. But the energy and vibe that we normally get from our soca monarch is beyond anything you would have seen at any soca monarch. People be dancing from the time they come through the gates until the show done. And sometimes when the show finish, they're going out meeting backstage.
Oh, nice.
So it's vibe, energy. So our soca monarch is out of this world, as the cricket anthem said, out of this world. Yeah. So that's soca monarch Saturday night. On Sunday, we had the Mashga, where we're gonna have the finals of the Calypso competition. Tonight we have the semis. The finals will be on Sunday night, along with the King and Queen of the Bands competition. So you're gonna have Mas again on stage on Sunday night. Monday morning we have Juve, and we in St. Vincent we have two types of Juve. We have the traditional Juve, where persons use the placards and they use popular themes and social issues and so on, and they highlight them in a jovial way, in a fun way, and present different things on stage. You have groups, you have individual, different competitions, and then you also have the modern type of Juve, the paint bands, and so forth. So we have those Juve morning, Monday. Monday afternoon we'll be having our T-shirt band street party. Again, this is something different because in like in Trinidad, for example, you guys would be doing a part of your costume on the Monday.
And we don't do that anymore.
And then Tuesday now you come with your full mask.
We used to do that.
Right. But in St. Vincent, we have maintained over the years, Carnival Monday is T-shirt band.
Oh, okay.
Right, T-shirt band, and then we do mask on the Tuesday. So Monday afternoon, T-shirt band street party. Within recent times, they have changed it up a bit. Most of the bands now have what we call front line. So ladies wear monokinis and their outfit is different than the regular T-shirt and jeans or T-shirt and shorts as we could have seen it before. So that's Monday band, and then on Tuesday, the grand finale, we have Mardi Gras. All the mass bands will be coming downtown doing the parade, come to Victoria Park, cross the stage, we judge, and they go back uptown, they hit the road, and the persons have fun.
So you'll call it Mardi Gras?
Mardi Gras.
Okay. Cool.
Yes. So that's basically the calendar of events for the CDC, the Carnival Development Corporation. However, let me hasten to add that alone is not Vincy Mas.
Correct.
We have always sold Vincy Mas as what is organized by the CDC, and it also includes what is being done by the promoters. Now in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, there are over 40 events outside of the CDC events. That's on the Vincy Mas calendar. Trust me. St. Vincent space, you have to have energy. You will be missing some. You can't try to go to everything because there's so many activities and events taking place. You have boat rides, you have cooler fete, you have all inclusive, you have regular parties. It's just different. A whole wide variety of activities that's taking place. And to go even beyond that, I could safely say that St. Vincent normally have the longest carnival in the Caribbean. The longest period of carnival.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? Okay. The launch of Vincy Mas It's normally held on the fourth Saturday in May.
Okay.
And our carnival ends in July.
Okay, so that's 2 months.
Yeah. So you would ask yourself what happens between the fourth Saturday in May and the first Tuesday in July.
Arguably, Trinidad is longer.
Okay, all right. So what we do between that time, we host what we call rural carnivals.
Okay.
So St. Vincent have 8 rural carnivals. Well, we actually have on the mainland 6, and in the Grenadines we have 2. So there's a carnival on Beckway, and there's a carnival in Canawan. But on the mainland you have 6 rural carnivals. They have Windward Carnival, they have Pitani Carnival, they have St. George's Carnival, they have South Leeward Carnival, they have Central Leeward Carnival, they have North Leeward Carnival. 6 carnivals. Now these carnivals will have their launch. Each of them would have a launch session where they include steel band or calypso or DJs or artists, the speeches and so on to officially launch their carnival. And then they will have the different events, activities, and then it culminates with a Juve street party and so forth. We have in St. Vincent 4 soca monarchs within the rural communities before we do the national soca monarch. Okay, so
I had a question about that.
Yeah.
So do the winners of those soca monarch competitions, because I saw there was North Leeward and South Leeward.
Yeah.
I think those are the ones that I saw where they were crowned soca monarchs, right? Do they filter into the soca monarch competition automatically?
Right.
Or do they
currently it's not automatic that the winner of these rurals would be selected for the finals of the national soca monarch. They have to go through the process like the other artists. So they submit their songs, and the judges will listen to the songs, and then they make the selections and so forth. But I can say by and large, in a lot of cases, in almost every case, that the winners end up into the soca monarch. It doesn't happen all the time. It's not automatic, but it's very popular. It's something that happens regularly.
And what's the prize for the soca monarch winners? I heard that there was. Is it the soca monarch where they are paid like $5,000 as long as they enter the competition?
Yeah.
And so what's the prize money?
The prize money now, well, we have an interesting situation. Our soca monarch is in Trinidad you say groovy and power. In St. Vincent we own something. We have something, a beat, a rhythm that's called a raga soca.
Okay.
Right, so it's raga soca and soca monarch. That's what we have. 2 different categories. Now, the prize for the soca monarch was $25,000, and the prize for the raga soca was $15,000. This year, we have seen an increase. An increase was announced just last week.
Nice.
And the raga soca prize moved up 100% from $15,000 to $30,000, and the soca monarch went up 140% from 25,000 to 60,000.
Nice.
So, and then you have the second, third, and so forth, similarly moving upwards. The appearance fee as well has been increased to now $5,000. So once you make the finals for soca monarch, the appearance fee will be $5,000. Well, we no longer call it like an appearance fee. That's the term we used before. So you for participating, you'll be given that it's like that's your prize. That's your prize. So you have first, second, third, fourth, and then everybody else will be getting that prize of $5,000. Right?
That's very encouraging.
$5,000, yeah. So that's how it is now. Like I said, it just started at that price. So a lot of interest has been shown this year as a result of that. We had significant number of entries in both categories, and we know these competitors, they are coming. I'm quite pleased with the list of finalists that I saw, the selection done by the judges, and I know these persons are coming with the A game to try to win the monarchy in both categories. So it will be very interesting, a very interesting show to look at. This soca monarch is one that I want to be in the park from the get-go. I don't want to miss any performance on soca monarch night. I'm hoping I'll be here early, like I think in everybody's performances.
Yes, I'm looking forward to this. I mean, I've heard so many good things about Vincy Carnival, especially the Mas and the Juve. So and the wet fence.
Right.
So make sure you go to a wet fence. So yeah, you'll have a reputation. So
We have a reputation.
I hope you'll live up to this year.
The women has come out just skimpy things, see through and whatever, and all the kind of fandangles and so on. And trust me, when I tell them we do a party now, you can sit at the wet fence and you can sit at the yeah. So all in all, between May, the first Saturday in May when we launch, and down to, and even when Carnival will be finished on July 9th this year, which is a Tuesday, there's a party on the Wednesday called Chow. And then there are parties on Thursday and the party on Friday. So Carnival finish on the table. So right into the next weekend, you're going to have activities and events.
Yeah, because I was actually quite surprised that, you know, I came in earlier this week and there weren't many activities happening, even though I'm like, I'm telling people, hey, you know, why is it so quiet? And everybody is saying, Carnival won't start until Friday. So it's like this anticipation for Carnival, you know, and things don't start until today because I went to Heritage Square early in the week and, you know, there wasn't many people. It was really quiet.
And tell me what you experienced tonight.
9 o'clock. And then tonight I went and it was like, oh my goodness. There are people on the stage who are not performing. And then just a massive crowd, you know, so.
Heritage Square is a popular area, is a street line, and even during the course of the week, during the day you would find persons congregating on Heritage Square. It's a place that has temporary bars for Carnival, and even outside of Carnival, every weekend, a temporary structure that would be set up there, music playing, and people would live and congregate on Heritage Square. There are a number of vendors, trailers, and so on, bars also operating there. It's a popular spot.
Nice. Yeah. So I mean, so going out of Carnival, because I know that the ICC cricket, it was held here, and I was told, I think you told me that they transformed Heritage Square just a little bit to, you know, get some kind of activity from the visitors who were coming for cricket.
Right. What happened on Heritage Square? Normally, the activities on Heritage Square would begin today, like Friday, when Carnival starts. But because we had ICC World Cup cricket ending last weekend, permission was granted for the street bars to set up 1 week earlier, to commence operation 1 week earlier. Right? So, persons who came for the cricket on the weekend that just went by had a chance to come in Tom and Lime and socialize and feel a little bit of the Vincy Mas vibe, the street vibe at least. Yeah. Right. So that was I think the cricket coming at this time was really good for us because I did mention earlier on that we normally launch Carnival before Saturday in May. This year we didn't launch before Saturday in May. We launched a little later because we were doing it in conjunction with the trophy tour for the ICC World Cup T20 cricket. And St. Vincent had a specific date that they were going to end. Trophy tour was 3 days in, they had 3 days in St. Vincent. So the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we did our launch on the Friday in conjunction with the trophy tour. Alright, so we pushed back our launch a bit. So we were promoting this runs and rhythm. Runs being the cricket rhythm, being the Carnival vibe. So I think it was a good marriage, and then we continued that into the cricket itself, where at the games, for the 5 matches we had here, we had elements of Vincy Mas, elements of our culture generally being displayed at the entrance to the games and also inside during the matches in the stands. And so we had Carnival costume, rhythm section, Baba dance, and we had different things happening. Our cultural elements were on display during the cricket.
Yeah, that's so exciting, and I'm sure like visitors who are here probably wish that they could have stayed longer.
Yeah, I must say, we welcomed all the visitors. We supported various teams. Vincent went there to support teams, supported people they never knew before, and so it was just a real vibe, a little nice camaraderie, togetherness. I think even one country that came to St. Vincent, and prior to them coming here, persons were wondering, oh, who are these people? But when they got here, everybody fell in love with them. Nepal. I think these people, the way they operate, the way they socialize, they're quite similar to us. They meet you as a stranger, a visitor, they don't know you, but they greet you, they dance. If you dance, they come and they dance, they join in whatever you do. So you couldn't help but get to like them. And these people had massive support whenever their team hit that field at Annisvale. Vincent and public are really supporting that Nepal team. And I think it all because of the people's personality. Yeah, but it was really good energy and vibe, enjoying the cricket and the blend with the our Vincy culture. They as well seem to appreciate and love our culture. They were putting on our carnival costume, put on the headpieces, take photos and so on. They would dance to the music we were dancing to. They brought drinks, they hang out. They just blend right in quite easily.
You're lucked out in terms of having that cricket event around your carnival time. So free publication, right?
That's right.
Publicity, I should say.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to thank you again for taking the time out to chat and give me a piece of your world. Give me a breakdown of the calendar, and I hope that my viewers now will be a little bit more informed and they could correct me if I make a mistake as to like what's happening day to day. So. Thank you very much, Mr. Roberts.
I always look forward to interacting with any media entity, anything that can get the message out there about Vincy Mas. I'm always happy to just jump on it. In the middle of the day, I'm walking on the street, somebody say, "Hey, yes, son, so we need to chat today for 5 minutes." Yeah, man, bring the camera, let's go. Day and night, anytime, I'm ready. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thanks again. Okay, so there you had it, a breakdown of Vincy Carnival. So if you didn't know, now you know, right? So thank you for joining me. I am going to head back downstairs, but I will not be going live for the remainder of the show. I will be recording and reposting. So if you're looking for the event, where is it being streamed?
It's being streamed on VC3 TV.
VC3 TV. Is that Facebook?
It's and it's also on Facebook. You can get it on VC3.
All right, VC3 TV on Facebook. Okay, guys, have a good morning. Bye.